Now we do have another speaker right here, and is, would you complete? Yeah, it is Mr. Rico, and he will talk about Efren Paredes Jr., a juvenile who should not be in jail, a juvenile who his livelihood is being taken away. For the family, the friends, everybody is suffering, and they have been fighting and fighting and fighting, but they will not quit until they have accomplished what they are out to accomplish, to have him home again, the loved ones he loves, and to be free again. And here is Mr. Rico.
My name's Tom Rico. I'm the co-chair of the Peace Education Center of Greater Lansing. The Peace Education Center has been struggling for peace and justice in the community for 39 years. And one of the most difficult cases that we've ever run into is in relation to Efren Paredes Jr. It's a case 20 years ago where there was a crime committed in Berrien County, and there was a number of there was a rogues gallery of people involved, and there was some convictions, but the person that was most vulnerable in the whole story was a 15-year-old Latino student. He was an honor roll student in high school, and this rogues gallery of people involved in the crime pointed to him as the person who was a key figure in the whole incident. And Efren received, at 16 years old, life sentence with no parole on a case that was highly circumstantial. We've had wrongful conviction experts look at it. We've had a number of organizations look at it, where we're recognizing the injustice that happened in this case. And again, of all the people involved in the story, the most vulnerable, the 15-year-old Latino honor roll student who had never been in trouble before, gets the finger pointed at him, and he's been in prison ever since, 20 years. He's a very honorable person. He's in the Michigan prison system. There was a recent parole hearing in relation to that, and there was a large number of people in the community who spoke in support of his release, in recognition of the wrongful conviction. Everybody recognizes the injustice in this case. Everybody recognizes that Efren Paredes did not do this crime. And now what we're left in the community is for all of us to stand up for justice, to ask Governor Granholm to grant his release. She's the only one who could do this. And we're relying on her to see the injustice. We're relying on her to do the right thing, but we're asking everybody to join the Peace Education Center, to join all of the other individuals and organizations nationwide and even internationally who are standing in support of the release of Efren Paredes, to get everybody in the community to write and to contact Governor Granholm to grant the release of Efren Paredes. We also have postcards that you can sign. They're being handed out. You can sign those, and you can mail those in or give them to us, and we'll mail them in for you. So we want to continue just contacting Governor Granholm. I do think that there is some sentiment, some doubt, the whole sentiment that he was convicted. How could they have gotten that wrong? Now, the conviction in Berrien County was in a community that has very big issues about racial injustice in that community. There was clear evidence of a tainted jury in this case, and everything right down the line. If you look at the case study, and it's on the web at forefren.com, and you'll see these details, and it's just this issue of people being doubtful of a conviction. Juries could do no wrong. Prosecutors could do no wrong. Police could do no wrong. We've heard these stories today, And there are other stories, including stories in Lansing, Michigan, even Claude McClellan here in town, wrongfully convicted. And luckily he was released with evidence that came out. These incidents of injustice, of wrongful convictions, do happen. And if you look at the case of Efren Paredes Jr., to me, the evidence of his situation is just jaw-dropping. Of the things, I asked to look at certain evidence, of pictures, other evidence that does not exist because the police did not do the right kind of investigation. It was just, everything was poorly done. He was railroaded. He was in the press. He was railroaded, and all totally circumstantial evidence. He had very poor legal counsel, and right down the line. And here it is, a 15-year-old Latino student, and again, that situation, standing alone, facing government prosecution, and it's a very difficult situation. So now he's in prison. 20 years later, the community has to stand together in these instances to stand up for justice in this case and the other cases that were talked about today. And we need to speak up and demand the justice that we expect our country to stand for. So thank you for letting me talk about the case today, and thank you for your solidarity in supporting the people that were unjustly convicted. So let's stand together, and I think the right thing will happen as a result.